The starters atop is Rostrum, calling them in, they're away and racing. For the Wenlock Marquise conditions race, club members conditions race. Once again, 18 fences, 11 runners. Want to note slightly slowly away, the first 10 are safely over. Want to note likewise, and then make the way towards what will be the last one, it'll be 2 more circuits. Ice Warrior and Valentino 7, and 1 and 2 from Silver Jaro on the outside of Smuggler's Run at this next one. That's Ben is next, in company with Dance Macabre. Clue Boy follows this one, then Fairy Mount, absolutely barking. My Lord Oscar, and Want to Note. Francis Poole bring up the rear as they pass the judge, with 2 complete circuits of the course to go. The next, a bit of a slow jump there by Valentino 7, loses a little bit of ground. Absolutely barking, jumps a little bit sideways at the rear of the field. But the 11 of them safely over and swinging left-handed to approach the roadside fence. As they do, it's Ice Warrior and Valentino 7, 1 and 2. Smuggler's Run jumps it next. Back behind this one, they're all safely over. Want to know bringing up the rear. So Ice Warrior, Valentino 7, Smuggler's Run, that's Ben. Racing just behind this one. It's Silver Jaro as they turn towards the open ditch over on the far side of the track. The first of the fence is on the far side. Ice Warrior and Valentino 7. Valentino 7 lost a little bit of ground at that one. Absolutely barking second from the end. Want to know bring it up the rear. The 11 of them head off towards the next. With Ice Warrior and Valentino 7, 1 and 2. Smuggler's Run under Will Telfer going nicely in third. Then that's Ben, just behind this one, races Silver Jaro as they make their way across the track. Clue Boy follows this one, and then Fairy Mount as they approach this next plain fence on the far side. Ice Warrior, Valentino 7, Lily Claire, as they all seem to be safely over that, and now on towards the last over on the far side. With Ice Warrior, Valentino 7, 1 and 2, Smuggler's Run going nicely in third. That's Ben jumps it in 4th position. A gap then of a length or 2 to Silver Jaro, Clue Boy, Fairy Man, My Lord Oscar, then a bigger gap to Dance Macabre, and absolutely barking, another one to Want to Note towards the cross fence in the far left-hand side of the course. The leading group of 8 safely over. It's coming to it now, Dance Macabre, absolutely barking, and Want to Note also over safely. Continuing on then, this Wenlock Marquise sponsored conditions race. And it's Ice Warrior on the inside, Valentino 7 on the outer, Smuggler's Run races in 3rd position. That's Ben is 4th, and then Silver Jaro as they come towards what will be the second last next time round. There's a gap after these leading 5 to Fairy Mount and Clue Boy. Behind this one races My Lord Oscar, just jumping it now. And then a gap to the last 3. Dance Macabre absolutely barking, and Want to Note who just cleared it. This will be the last in another circuit. Coming to it now, Ice Warrior is red from the start. That's Ben, Smuggler's Run 1, 2 and 3. Valentino 7 just beginning to lose a little bit of ground as they make their way past the judge with a complete circuit of the course to go. That's Ben then. Heads the field now by half a length or so from Ice Warrior in 2nd. Smuggler's Run continue to go nicely in 3rd position. Silver Jaro is next. Back behind this one to the early leader Valentino 7. Fairy Mount, market leader 5 minutes before the off follows this one, then Clue Boy as they reach the roadside fence. Just jumping it now is My Lord Oscar. Looking back to the final 3, Dance Macabre, Want to Note and Absolutely Barking are also safely over. The leaders though swing left-handed towards the open edge for the second and final occasion. That's Ben and Smuggler's Run 1 and 2. Smuggler's Run in the red colours. And then Ice Warrior racing in company with Silver Jaro. Fairy Mounts creeping ever forwards, and now he's about 3 lengths off the leader. There's a gap then of a couple of lengths to Valentino 7, who's now being pushed along after leading for the first mile or so. Clue Boy races next, then there's a gap to My Lord Oscar, and then to the final 3, Want to Note, Dance Macabre and Absolutely Barking. This is the little of the 3 over on the far side. That's Ben comes to it in company with Smuggler's Run and Silver Jaro. Leading group safely over that one. The next one comes pretty quickly upon them as they make their way towards it now. Another plain one, that's Ben and Smuggler's Run. 1 and 2, Fairy Mounts creeping forward. Silver Jaro, a slight mistake at that. Lost a little bit of ground at that fence. These are leading 4. There's a gap then to 4 or 5 lengths to Valentino 7, who is in 5th position. In 6th is Clute Boy, and he's some way clear of the rest of the field. On then towards the cross fence, and they're on the leading group are safely over that. It's Lance Ben and Smuggler's Run 1 and 2 with Fairy Mount stalking these pair. Back then to Ice Warrior, company with Silver Jaro in this Wenlock Marquis sponsored race. They're swinging left-handed, coming down the back and on towards the final 2. As they come back into view, we can see Lance Ben in front, Smuggler's Run on the outside, Fairy Mount poised on the inner to pounce under Rob Jarrett as they approach the second from home. Coming to it now, that's Ben. Fairy Man on the inside. Smuggler's Run just now being ridden along by the rider. A length or 2 back behind these, tending back to Silver Jaro. This is the final fence then, and as we come to it, it's Lance Ben. Fairy Mount now just being ridden a bit. Lance Ben and Fairy Mount 1 and 2. Smuggler's Run jumps in 3rd spot on the run in. It's Fairy Mount and Lance Ben. Fairy Mount on the far side on the inside. Lance Ben on the outside. Perhaps just getting up as the neck red towards the line. Lance Ben and Fairy Mount 1 and 2. Lance Ben, Fairy Mount, Smuggler's Run. Silver Jaro finishing with a flourish over the line next, then back to Ice Warrior and Clute Boy. And just looking back, we can see 1 to note has cleared the last, coming to the last now, Dance Macabre. Please keep off the course if you're on the course. Absolutely barking and full up the last, as has Valentine 07.